Hello and welcome to the Back to Life Chiropractic video workshops, 5-minute workshops. Remember everything we talk about and a lot of the subluxations and stress cycles and forms that you need to do to improve your health are on www.backtolifechiropracticky.com. And we have a lot more videos and workshops on our YouTube channel. So if you subscribe to that, then you can learn a lot more, and then a lot of things we talk about you can work on through that. So let's start our timer here in a second. Let me get on the screen. This is I think our third 5-minute workshop on stress and anxiety. So we had just finished up with the subluxations, and now we're getting into how the stress cycle actually causes subluxations, which causes a nerve system interference, which causes you not to have, which makes you have disease. All right, so let me start my timer. Here we go. So we just finished up with the subluxations, but subluxations are minor misalignments of your spine that cause nerve interference, and the longer you have them, the more tissue damage and the more symptoms you have. So that's why when people have stress and anxiety, the effects that has on their spine depends on where you catch that. On someone, the longer you've had something, the more problems you're going to have with different organ systems, and then the sooner you find that, sooner you find subluxations, then the sooner you're going to, and the easier it is to get people well and help with their stress and anxiety, because you don't have as much tissue damage, and so that's important. So now we're going to go through. Hopefully, we're going to go through the stress cycle. Stress is not the way your body reacts to stress is not a bad thing. It's order for you to survive. So in order to get out of, like if someone's going to try to eat you, like a tiger or something, it's good that your body has stress to get out of that situation, or if you need to get something done and it's a stressful situation, then it's good that your body causes you to be able to function at a certain level. But the bad thing is your body subconsciously doesn't know if it's a true stress, like someone's trying to eat you or kill you, then it is, it can get caught up in that stress cycle and keep firing and keep interfering with your nervous system. So we're going to go through the response of the stress cycle, that what's going on in your body, and then we'll see how it makes you subluxated, which would actually affect your health. And it's just kind of a nice way. And then we'll actually go some other time. We'll go through the scans that when you get your thermographs and EMGs, and how you can figure out which organ systems are being interfered with due to subluxations. So here we go. So when your brain perceives a stress, so any stress, perceived good or bad, your body is perceiving stress, the sympathetic or flight-fight portion of the nervous system is stimulated. So we talked about that on a prior workshop, where the Revved and the there's part of your nervous system that's slowing you down, part of it is speeding you up. So the sympathetic or flight-fight portion of the nervous system is stimulated. So it's actually making your organ systems go and starts to produce, get your body ready to fight or flight. So these are the symptoms. You're revved up, edgy, and inability to relax, sleep, constriction of the arteries, increased heart rate, and blood pressure. So your body's getting ready to go. So it's going to constrict the arteries, increase your heart rate, your blood pressure. So that's a good thing when you're trying to get out of a stressful situation. But over time, if you don't ever stop that, then you get revved up, edgy, and inability to relax and sleep. So next is nerve supply and blood supply to the gut is decreased, and to the periphery is increased. So your body, it's trying to give you more, energy and more power to get out of a stressful situation. So it's decreasing. There's a lot of nerve and blood flow that goes to your gut, for digestion things. So that actually, it's going to take that away, and it's going to go to the periphery. So symptoms over time is decreased digestion, acid reflux, bloating, constipation, and irritable bowel. So if you just never remove the stress, or your body gets caught up in the stress cycle, then these are the symptoms you're going to get. So the nervous system decreases reproductive hormone. So when you're trying to get out of a stressful situation, of someone's trying to kill you, or eat you, or you gotta survive, reproductive hormones aren't needed at that time. So it's just trying to direct all your energy and nerve flow to the areas that need to get you out of that situation. Flight or fight mechanism. So the symptoms over time, if you don't stop the stress cycle: sexual dysfunction, lack of drive. The pituitary decreases growth hormone. So your symptom would be inability to build muscle, because you need growth hormone to build muscles after you've been working out. And so there is that symptom. So the next, the adrenal glands release adrenaline and epinephrine and cortisol. So this is what a lot of people hear about. Oh man, 5 minutes goes fast. We'll go a little bit longer. So the adrenal glands release adrenaline, epinephrine, and cortisol. So what happens with that? That's what's giving you your energy to have more power and to fight and flight. And so over time, though, you get increased blood sugar, hypoglycemia, and diabetes. And so and that's what you see so much problems now with America. Blood sugar, diabetes, hypoglycemia, diabetes, and inflammation. There's, I think, a few things missing. Inflammation. So this is the very first part of the stress cycle. And then so it's interesting. So like your sympathetic nervous system right here, like this part of your spine at C1, this is the one that's over time, if your body, so the sympathetics here, parasympathetics here and here, we talked about it in another one, but this system here has to work so hard to try over time to balance this out. So, because in the short term, the stress is good, but over time, eventually your body's got to try to calm you down. And so it's working very hard. So eventually you'll get nerve interference in this area because it's working so hard. So you'll end up getting headaches, nervousness, insomnia, head colds, high blood pressure, migraine, headaches, mental conditions, nervous breakdowns, amnesia, epilepsy, chronic tiredness, and dizziness. So that's blood supply to the head, pituitary gland, scalp, bones, brain, inner, middle ear, sympathetic nervous system. And then down here in your sacrum, when we talked about the parasympathetic system having to work really hard. And that's hip bones, buttocks, sacral-like conditions, spinal curvatures. But that's another area that'll start to get subluxated out here. And then these systems, this system's trying to stop that system. But then, like we talked about, your adrenals here, adrenals or supraadrenals or T9. So like this is starting to fire all the time. So eventually, you'll get nerve interference there and you'll be subluxated. So then you'll get allergies and hives. So you'll see a lot of people, with allergies and hives with that. And then, large intestines, colon, inguinal rings, constipation, colitis, dysentery, diarrhea, gas, pain, certain types of sterility. So you'll see those areas start to get subluxated because of the stress cycle. Because all that's, it's working. Some of it's getting shut down. Some of it's getting turned on. So you can see where eventually, when you look at someone's spine, you can kind of see where they are in the stress cycle and how it's affecting them. And it's a nice way to actually start to correct and start to work on the stress and anxiety of someone. Besides lifestyle changes, it's starting to actually affect the nervous system. And then when you take a prescription, they're always kind of giving you a neurologic that's trying to inhibit your body to make everything relax. So, but you can see, I think it's all we have time for. We'll start up with cortisol and how it affects you next. So let me get off this. So, all right. So remember, everything that we have is on, like more of these workshops and how to actually fight the stress cycle with lifestyle changes is on our website with Eat Well, Move Well, Think Well. But this one's more specific on the subluxations and how, chiropractic can help adjust subluxations, remove the interference, and how the stress and anxiety affects that. But then how important it is to get adjusted and make the lifestyle changes. And the adjustments help, besides taking prescriptions and other, mainly prescriptions. Anyway, we'll see you next time.